Welcome to FPL Potato Me. I am Mushroom Head Potato, and this is
Hokkien Mee.
and today we will be talking about our teams and transfers for game week 14. Moving on,
3 more game weeks to go before World Cup.
three more before the World Cup. So very briefly we'll look at how we did last week. Very briefly. Let me change the layout of this. Nope. Yeah, there we go. So last week, you did better last week. You came in with 52 points, Johnny.
Yep.
You were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sixth in the league. I came in, unfortunately, joint.
No, I'm fifth in the league. Where got
No. I mean last week. Last week you came in 1,
Yeah,
2,
I'm
3,
fifth.
4, 5, 6. Oh, fifth because they had a -4 there. Yeah. And I came in a joint 7th. It wasn't great. Both of us were on wild cards. Hokkien Mee was sick. We've both been traveling. Heads not screwed on properly, and so we're not the best wild cards.
Yes, and I make a stupid transfer of T. Follow you.
I mean, it's stupid decisions on our wildcards. But overall speaking, it seems like we're doing well. I mean, I'm still second place, although I've fallen behind first place. You've moved up from 7th to 6th place, so that's good.
Actually, last week if Brentford never lose 0-4 to the Aston Villa, I don't know how Aston Villa win 4-0 to Brentford. Brentford is just like suddenly break down.
Ben Mee wasn't playing as well, so that's there.
So the whole season, Brentford is playing quite good, ma. Then suddenly break down. Then Gerrard got sacked. Then suddenly Aston Villa transformed.
It's the classic.
It's just like support say, wow, the board is make a correct decision of sacking Gerrard.
It's the classic case of a team responding to a manager leaving. A classic case. That's a
yeah, lor. Then if not, the Raya, if a clean sheet, it will be even better.
Yeah. There's no way, no point going there, man. There's a fault. Brentford's defense have been leaky lately, so can't really expect.
Yeah, lor. See lah, this week they are home against Wolf. Let's see.
Anyhow, so very quickly, let's look at our teams moving forward. Yep. Let's have a look at your team first.
I have a few difficult decisions. Yeah, quite difficult.
Decisions.
Very difficult.
Okay, so
let's see my team first. Let's go.
All right, this is your team right here.
Okay, first, you can say my team first, lah.
Why don't you tell us about your team? It's your team.
My pronunciation not so good, man.
So we have David Raya in goal at home to Wolves, and then you have Cancelo, TAA, Ben White, Trippier in defense, and in midfield you have Saka, Martinelli, and Zaha. So you're the vice captain on Saka. So this is important. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then in attack you have Tony, Mitrovic, and Haaland. And on the bench, so this is the problem with our wild cards, especially your wild card.
Very strong. My bench very strong. I feel.
Yeah. So you have Guaita as your bench keeper, and then you have your first sub is Foden, followed by Rashford. And you round it up with Nico Williams. Yeah, man. So first and foremost, you are not doing any transfers. You're definitely rolling, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Because first, let's see my first difficult decision.
Okay.
Raya and Guaita.
Okay.
Both is on. One is Brentford versus Wolves. One is Crystal Palace versus Southampton.
I think
both have chance of clean sheet, and I believe by right I should put Guaita as the goalkeeper because Crystal home is quite strong and they don't have much injury.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that you made the right decision to start Raya over Guaita because
really, man, it's not the other way, man.
Because Wolves are terrible. Wolves are terrible.
But compared to Southampton, Crystal home.
Southampton have been doing well lately. You know how Southampton is like up and down. So lately they've been on the up.
Oh yeah, they draw with Arsenal.
Yeah. So I think whereas Wolves are letting in goals and they aren't, as usual, they are not scoring, and they still don't have a new manager. So
Who don't have a new manager?
Wolves.
Uva.
Yeah,
Really?
it's.
Jialat sia, lose. Win Nottingham
I
Forest
mean,
win.
they're in the bottom three now, right?
Yeah.
So
Both Forest and Leicester. Ma.
yep,
So
yep, yep.
okay, but
Leeds,
TAA I
Leeds, Leeds,
start
Leeds,
just
Leeds.
in case. Just in case he suddenly start. Because now don't know Cops what he's thinking. He keeps starting James Miller on the right back.
I think TA will probably start against Leeds. He started in the Champions League game. TA last
Hey!
time.
You hang.
Can you hear me?
Okay, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I think TA is definitely going to start. I'll be very surprised if he doesn't.
Same last
Uh,
week also you surprised.
I mean, that was a surprise for sure. But I mean, he started again against the Champions League. I mean, it's one
Yep.
of those things where sometimes Klopp rests players. It was a midweek game, so I get it, resting him. It's home against Leeds. Leeds have been very, very poor. Part of me regrets not having Salah on the wild card because then he'd be a very good captaincy shout this week.
Salah.
Yeah.
I just tell you lah, you don't need him all the way lah, really.
Well, there's no way of getting him, so I won't talk about that. But
I'm not
I mean,
buying
for
him.
people who have Salah out there, I think, I mean, we can talk about that when we talk about captaincy.
Yeah,
But
I'm so happy people have Salah. Yeah, the more people have Salah, the more happy I am.
So,
Really?
can you tell us what other conundrum? What is your other conundrum? So, besides the keeper,
I am thinking whether to start TAA or not really. Actually, I
oh,
don't want to
really?
start
Well,
TAA. I want to put one more midfield. I want to put Foden in. Then I vice captain maybe Foden.
vice captain Foden. Interesting.
Because Haaland may really not starting.
Yeah. There's a potential because of the injury of his. There was a.
Yeah,
Did you
that's
see
why I
the
put
video?
Saka my vice cap. Then
Yeah.
I put Foden on the bench just in case
Yeah.
Haaland never start. Then Foden will be starting for sure.
Did you see the video of him limping?
Nope, I
Yeah, there
didn't
was a
see. I
video of
just read the
there was
report that he's limping a bit. There's a knock lah, not serious injury lah, just a knock.
no, it's not a serious injury. So there's a lot of speculation. People think that Pep is playing mind games, etc. Nobody knows.
Yeah. So
I know.
let's see lah. If he play, he plays. If he never play, Foden will replace lah. So my midfield, I
So
believe
so you are
Arsenal
definite,
will
but
trash.
you are definitely starting Haaland now. You're not putting him in a bench or anything.
No. Of course, start him lah. If he play, crazy
I'm just checking, man. I'm just checking because some people are thinking of putting him on the bench. Some people are even thinking of selling him.
So
So yeah.
now is Zaha on my mid.
Okay.
My mid, the three mid is Saka, Martinelli, and Zaha.
Okay.
I don't start Zaha. It's just Zaha, Foden, Rashford. Choose one, but I choose Zaha because it's home versus Southampton. But Southampton lately, like you say, the performance is quite good. But Zaha is a talisman for Crystal, although he's
And he's
old.
on penalties. He's on penalties.
Yeah, so I still have to start him. And
Uh,
actually, in my team, there's just two players I don't really like, but I
but the
buy
thing is,
them.
I don't. So my question is, I don't think it's a question of whether to start Zaha or Foden or Rashford. I think the question is like whether or not you take out one of your defenders.
If I take out, I should take out TAA.
Okay.
I don't like him. In
Then what?
personally, I don't like him.
Then why don't you
And
go with your gut and take him out? If you took
I take
TA
him
out,
out. I don't know who to buy.
no, I mean who you gonna start instead of Foden or Rashford?
Then I put Foden.
Foden. Okay, Foden. I think there's yeah, sure. Then why don't you start Foden over TAA then?
I scared he start then got clean sheet.
I mean, there is the other argument that Leicester has kept 4 clean sheets in the last 5 games.
Leicester.
Yeah, Leicester.
Because they versus all the shit team.
Basically, I mean,
They versus Leeds. Yeah. They versus, let me see, they versus Leeds, they versus Crystal.
I mean, Chris
versus... No, only 2 clean sheet. Unless you say the Europa, they probably Portsmouth, they lose. Where got 5 games? 2 games only lah.
4 clean sheets, man. If I'm not wrong, let's see.
So against EPL lah, not Europe game lah, EPL lah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3,
3. Max 3. I see wrong. 3,
3,
3, 3.
and
Only
4.
3. Where
4
got
in the last 5 games.
4?
Game week 9, they beat Forest 4-0.
Yeah lah, skip 1 week lah. I say consec lah, consec.
I said 4 in the last 5. I didn't say 4 in the last 4.
Oh, okay. But you see the clean sheet they versus is all the shit team.
I'm joking. I would be very surprised if they manage a clean sheet against Man City, especially if Haaland
Another
starts.
thing is my mid I'm certified actually. I'm not certified actually. I don't like TAA. I don't like Tony.
I think you mean for this week or moving forward?
Any lah. I don't like him lah.
I'm very happy starting Tony this week because Wolves are so bad. Very, very happy starting.
And
Tony
he's on penalty.
penalty.
Just
So is that your decision? Are you starting Foden over TAA? Is that the change that you will make?
yeah lah. I go. Yeah, I scared lah. I know it's the last week again. 62 minutes sub in again. Then we the things. Yeah.
So what is it? What is it? Foden or TAA?
Start him lah.
or Foden?
This rascal. Start him lah. Start him lah.
Who are you gonna start?
TAA lor.
Oh, okay. You go with TAA. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. and you're willing to start White and Trippier over Foden.
Right. White.
Ben White.
Forest, home against Forest.
Yeah.
And they just draw last week, so maybe they will have a better reaction. And
They
lose to PSV.
They just lost to PSV in Europe.
So
although Arteta did not start his first team in
Europe. So maybe they rest well. They rest well. So this week home game, maybe they will do well. Most probably.
Okay.
Trippier versus Aston Villa. I just blank out my mind about what last week they win 4-0. I think it's just coincidence. It's just a lucky match. So I'll start Trippier. Newcastle is really doing well.
Aston Villa is a new manager. Unai
Who's that?
Emery from Villarreal.
Huh? He come to Aston Villa?
Yes.
Oh my god. But okay lah, first match should be shit lah.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. I think the EPL has like the strongest lineup of managers now. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yes. All the popular, all the tactician.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Okay, and so captaincy on Haaland, is that right?
Yes. In case he's never start, then
and your vice captain? Saka.
Okay, vice is Saka. Yes.
Okay. All right, let's move to my team.
Mitrovic I really like. Every match he's like the most value striker, Mitrovic.
Oh, you're talking about Mitrovic? I was gonna move to my team. But yeah, Mitrovic, I am very sad that I took him out from my World Cup. Not my World Cup team, my wild card team. I'm very, very sad about it, but c'est la vie. It's one of those things. But yeah, you're gonna have to have a decision to make because you probably have to sell Mitrovic soon.
Why?
After this week.
Why?
What do you mean by why? Look at his games. Man.
You forget what we discussed?
We've discussed it that he can potentially score against anybody, but the next game is against Man City. If I'm not wrong,
can score what?
Away, and then
they
game
can be 5-1, 6-1. He be one of the scorer. What?
Sure. I'm just not confident in that happening because it's Man City and then it's Man United afterwards. But also because
maybe I will buy Firmino. Really, I will buy Firmino.
Yeah, but also because he seems like he's still carrying the injury, even though he scored. Yeah, but that was from a corner.
He rushed back, right? Maybe week 16 I'll buy Firmino lah. Week 15 I bench Mitrovic long.
Okay. I mean, if you have him, anyhow, we'll talk about that next week. Anyhow, moving to my team. So we have.
Do you make any transfer?
I don't know yet. So we can talk about that. I have Pickford in goal, Trippier, TAA, and Cancelo in defense, and then I have in midfield Martinelli, Zaha, Saka, and Foden. Vice captain Saka, like yourself, and in attack I have Haaland, Firmino, and Tony. On the bench, I have Gabriel. No, my keeper Ward, obviously, and then my first sub being Gabriel, second sub Andreas Pereira, and finally Nico Williams.
Wow, you start three defend. Gabriel most probably got clean sheet, you know.
I'm going for the upside, man. I'm going for the upside. Like Gabriel might have a clean sheet. I mean, it's one of those things, because of the way our wildcards worked. We have these strong benches,
We
right?
have the
We went
four same.
with one
Yeah, I just
premium.
realized we got a force. We almost have the four same defense and exactly the four same midfield.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a popular template that we went with. I have Firmino, so that's the big difference, and I have
No,
Pickford in goal. Um,
no team also is
so
good. Hey, you vice
I,
cap Saka also.
yeah, man. I mean, they're playing Forest,
Yeah,
and Saka was rested against PSV. He only came on the 60th minute or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, who else am I gonna vice cap? Am I gonna vice cap Firmino? I don't know because the formation that Liverpool is playing is Darwin and Salah up front. If I had Darwin, I would captain Darwin. I mean, vice captain Darwin, but I don't have Darwin, so that's there.
It's good you have Firmino instead of Darwin. That guy really more lousy than Firmino.
I don't know, man. But Darwin is he's the focal point for attack when he's playing. I think
I
so. The
still
chances will go
support
to
to
him.
Firmino. I don't know. I don't care about Liverpool. I'm not going to buy any of. When I sell TAA, I will look for a defense to replace TAA. Then I will buy Firmino. Maybe.
Okay, but so yeah, the only thing, the only thing I was thinking about was maybe actually, you know what? I thought about it for 1 second. I was like, it's not worth it. Huh? There's no point. I was thinking of bringing this like Calvert Lewin in at some point, but I'm just like, you know what? I'll just roll the transfer. So be it.
Yeah, roll the transfer is better.
I'll just roll the transfer,
Your team
and
is
yeah,
good enough for this week. No point making any transfer.
no, that's fine. Yeah, so
Oh,
it's
and help me think of a defense next week. Defense to replace TAA already.
a well, we can talk about that next week. For now though,
Because it's versus Spurs. I need a defense to replace.
yeah. So these are the things that we have to think about. I mean,
Maybe
although
I go for Brighton. The Brighton weeks 15, 16 is good.
I mean, I'm happy starting TA next week to be honest, because Spurs they've not been in good form at all. So that's the
Let's see. Let's see.
let's see. Anyhow, how about we talk about our predictions? We've not done
Of
that
the
in a while
score.
for the upcoming games.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, so early kickoff, Leicester versus Man City. Are you worried about the early kickoff, or just Haaland all the way?
Why do I have to worry about early kickoff?
This is a FPL curse that people talk about. Early
Nah,
kickoff
0-2.
0-2 to Man City. Uh I I actually think like Leicester might score and Cancelo will be wiped out again. I think it's a 1-3.
1-3. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Next week, let's see who is more accurate. Okay.
Okay, how about Bournemouth versus Spurs?
Let's have a $10 side bet.
$10 for charity.
Okay. Anything.
$10 for charity sounds good. All right, let's do it.
Let's see who have out of the 10 match who have the most correct exact score.
Okay,
Okay.
sounds good to me.
Portsmouth versus Spurs. For me, that will be
Hold on. I'll go with the prediction first since you went just now. Wait, let's
okay.
alternate. Yeah. I think it will be Bournemouth has lost Solanke, so they don't have Solanke anymore. I think it will be injured. He's injured. Yeah, he's out. He's out. So I think it will be a 0-1 victory for Spurs.
What the heck?
Mm-hmm.
That is the exact same score as me. I also say 0-1.
That's fine. Okay, next one. Brentford versus Wolves.
No, I don't want to be same as you. I say 0-2.
Okay, 0-2 it is. Okay. Brentford versus Wolves.
3-0.
Your 3-0 to Brentford.
Yes.
2-0 for Brentford.
And Raya score 1 goal. Yeah.
How the hell is he gonna score?
The free kick that move the keeper.
Brighton versus Chelsea. I'll go first. Oh my, this is 1-1 written all over it. 1-1.
I will say it will be a 2-2.
2-2. All right. Crystal Palace versus Southampton.
2-0. Ah, that's your turn again. Sorry. Is that your turn?
No,
My
it's your
turn?
turn. Your turn.
2-0.
2-0 to Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
I think it will be a 2-1.
Yep. That is. I also got think of it. Maybe.
Yeah. And then Newcastle versus Aston Villa.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go first. This is a tricky one, man. But I think, you know what? Let's give it a 2-0 to Newcastle.
Yeah. Then I'll go for 2-1.
2-1. Okay. Okay. And then next
But
result
very
is
stupid, right? I say 2-1, but I start Trippier.
Fulham against Everton. So do you want to change that?
No.
Fulham
Fulham
against
versus
Everton?
Everton. My turn, right?
Yeah, Fulham against Everton.
Fulham versus Everton. That will be a. Wow, this one. I feel it maybe 3-3.
3-3, for reals? Um
2-2, 3-3. 3-3.
yeah, this is a difficult one to call. I'm gonna call a 1-1.
Nah, it's a draw to us. It's a 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, I feel.
Liverpool leads
0-0 best.
0-0 for reals. I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be I
No
think it's
lah, no
gonna be
lah.
a
Let's say be exact lah. 0-0 is I hope for, but I feel will be a 2-1.
2-1. Oh, okay. I think it'll be a 3-0.
You see, I
Uh
keep saying 2-1, then I start TAA. That's very rubbish, right?
both. You said you think that Newcastle will concede,
Then I say
and,
Liverpool will concede. Then
and
I
then you
put,
said that Liverpool concede, and you're starting both Trippier. I'm sorry, you're starting both Trippier and TAA. So what's the deal, man?
yeah. Still start lah. Maybe they have clean sheet lah. Let's see lah. Let's see.
And then you predicted a 2-0 win for Man City. So what? Both goals from Haaland and no involvement from Foden?
Maybe 2 goal for Haaland, 2 assists for Foden.
And then you're going to leave Foden on the bench?
What to do? Let's see. Go back to my team. After the prediction, let's see.
Okay.
Okay, carry on.
Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest.
4-0.
4-0. Yeah, I don't think so, man. I think it's probably going to be a 2-0 at most.
Okay.
All right. And finally, last game of the week will be on Monday. Man United versus West Ham.
You first.
I think it will be tight. I think it will be a 2-1.
Wow, exactly same.
So what do you think it will be?
I go for 2-0.
2-0. You have to remember that Varane is injured.
I still go for 2-0.
I was initially thinking about Man United defenders, but because Varane is out, I don't think so. Yeah. So that's there. Well, so there we have it. Teams and transfers for game week 14. All the best to everybody out there. Last 3 weeks before the World Cup. Let's see how we do in this game week. Yeah, it should be. I think this week should be one. I mean, last week was like a lot of upsets. I think this week will be back to regular order, and we should see some smashing, some thrashings, because of the way the lower league teams have been playing. Like Wolves have been playing terribly.
I changed my team already.
Oh, you've changed it? Who are you starting? Okay, hold on.
I'm starting Foden. I replace. I take out TAA.
Let me put your team on screen again. So instead of TAA, you have Foden in the team. So
Then if Haaland is injured, then Rashford will replace. But if any of the defense didn't play, then will be TAA go in.
So Rashford will be your first sub then.
Yes.
Okay, Rashford just scored in the Europa League, so that's there.
Yep.
So that is there.
Yeah,
That
I
is
don't like.
there.
I don't really like it. Yeah, very dilemma. Leh.
It is a dilemma. It is a dilemma, isn't it?
No choice. I'll take out TA. Don't really like him. I also don't know why I buy him. Yeah. I just cannot think that I copy your team last week.
You were sick. We were both traveling, etc., etc. But on that note, thank you all for listening. This is FPL Potato Me. All the best for game week 14. I am
Yeah.
Mushroom Head Potato, and you are.
Okay, me. See
Bye
you
bye.
again next week. 15.
Your